Hello everyone, it is Susan here and welcome to my channel. So in today's video we are working on the last prompt for April for the hashtag Stencil with Us collaboration. My co-host is Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming, so be sure to check out her video as well as everybody else's that are listed below in my description box. So today's a bonus prompt because, well, there's 5 Fridays in April, and today is all about using stencils with ink, either liquid or an ink pad, you know, some sort of a spray. You can use your coffee and tea dye mixture to stencil, or some sort of a dye like, you know, Rit dye or whatever, and make an altered paper clip or cluster. So I'm going to be making a cluster, and I'm going to be using fabric. And I would like to try to use these inks. So this one is actually a liquid acrylic in black, made by FW Daler Rowney, FW Pearlescent, and this one is a Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus. This is a watercolor, so they're two totally different things. But I wanted to try to stencil with those on fabric. If it fails, I am ready to switch on over to ink pads. So I am prepared because I don't know if this is going to work or not. And the reason I'm not sure if it's going to work, well, this is liquid. This is fabric, which is porous. So I'm not sure that it will hold the shape of the stencil. Or is it going to bleed out and look funky? Like that, I'm not sure of. So I do have a few stencils here. I know I'm gonna definitely start with the arrows, but I do have, you know, a couple other stencil patterns here as well. So we'll see. But I'm gonna start with this one. And I have my fabric. So this is fabric. This is a linen napkin, and it's it has pink on it that from dyeing the fabric. I have this little piece of eyelet. I have this beautiful soft. It's like I think it's like a sheet with a little bit of pink in it. This is actually, I just kind of wanted to have this here. This is the linen napkin that I had already stenciled on using the black archival ink and my small heart stencil. So I had done this a while ago, and I have it here just in case I need to use it. So I'm just going to kind of put that to the side. You know, then I have some other fabrics. So my plan is this. My plan is to have, I kind of want to, I don't know. In my head, I kind of wanted to stay with black and white with a pop of pink. And the reason for that is because I'm making a black and white just because book. And yeah, so I figured I could make a cluster to put right into my black and white just because book. So I'm gonna start with a piece of the linen napkin. And so, like, do I want this whole size or do I want something smaller? Because, you know, I have to go smaller because this is actually even too big for the pages that I'm using. My pages in my black and white just because book are 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So I can't go too big. Let me measure. Like, okay, so yep, this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to use this as my base. So I'm going to get some ink down on this. Let me zoom in a tad. Now, if you're not familiar with the Just Because book concept, it is something that Susan Taylor Brown had coined. And yeah, so she has like this this challenge going on right now, and like so many people are making the black and white books. And yeah, so of course I'm doing one and loving it. And so oh, let me get this on here right. So definitely check out Susan Taylor Brown. And yeah, so okay, so now I have to think, because again, I don't want this to see, that's almost, this is a, what color is this, a fuchsia? It's a quinacridone magenta. This is very, very, very pink, very pink. And of course it's going right into the fabric, which I knew it would. I'm just hoping it's not bleeding out. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because I don't want to lift this. Now, all right, so I need some more of this because it's really just like sucking it up. Now, I don't have to worry very much about perfection or anything like that, because, well, this is the base of my cluster, so there's going to be stuff on top of it. But I did want to, since this is, you know, a stenciling collaboration, I did want to stencil from the bottom up. I will be adding other things besides fabric. I do have some fibers and lace next to me that I plan to use. Okay, so let's see if this bled out into the fabric or if it stayed in the shape of the stencil. Here goes. All right, it did bleed out just a little bit. It definitely did, but I think that that is usable. You know, even if it wasn't the base of the cluster, I think it's pretty. I'm just gonna continue on. I don't know, you know, even if I don't use the fabric in this particular cluster, that is a-okay. All right, I'm gonna go to a different little stencil, and all I'm doing is taking some, oh, this one I don't think works. This one I have to pour. I have to make sure I don't pour too much. Let me grab my other little sponge here, makeup sponge, and I'm just gonna do it. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm really liking this. Look at, look at that. And this fabric is a very pale pink with that black design on it. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this archival ink is magenta hue. So I'm staying with that pink theme, because even though it's a black and white journal, I wanted to have a pop of pink in it. All right, so that's very subtle, but very pretty. Very pretty. See, now that holds the shape of the stencil, well, because it's not a liquid going into the fabric. All right, so that's pretty. All right, so on this one, I think I'm gonna go with my black archival ink, and I'm going to use this stencil again. I just used it on this one. I'm going to use it again. I like it. I like the size of the shapes on this stencil. And the black on the pink, I think, will look pretty. All right, let's see. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, this is such fun. All right, so 2 more pieces and then we're gonna put our cluster together. Let's see, I have this stencil. I think I'll do that on that. What do I want to use? I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna use the, oh, what color should I use? I think I could do either the black or the pink on this. I don't know, maybe I'll do a little bit of both. Let me see, I'll just kind of put this here on my desk. Oh yeah, that just sucks right in. I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of go fast around it and not worry about, you know, getting it perfect. So let's see, this is either going to be good or not good. Oh, I love it. Look at that pretty design. It doesn't necessarily look a lot like the stencil. You can definitely see the stencil. Like, so where I had more of this watercolor, the liquid watercolor is blotchy, but where there was just a little bit, you can definitely see the stencil shape. So cool. Oh, so next month, so of course, Sheree and I have another collaboration planned for May. So watch for the announcement. The first Friday in May. And I'm trying to think what color. I think I'll go with black, and I think I'm going to go with this black. Yeah, so well, there's a little bit of wet ink on here. Let me switch. Okay. Yeah, so the first Friday in May we will announce, so this has some pink on it too. So I'm getting black and pink on this, which is fine. Yeah, because, well, if you like clusters, that's all I'm saying. That's my hint. If you like clusters, clusters are a ton of fun to have in your stash. Ooh, look at that. Look at how it's just delicate, right? Oh, I like it. Okay, perfect. I'm going to start making my cluster now. Clusters are wonderful to have in your stash because they're there, right? So as you're working on projects, whether it's a journal and whether it's, you know, cloth or paper, whatever it is, you can always add clusters. And so even if you're working in a paper journal, you can add a cloth, a fabric cluster. You definitely can. You know, they're very versatile. So yeah, I have a bin of clusters that I like to use in my projects. So I often make clusters and like build up my stash to use. And yep, I really enjoy clusters. Okay, so now I'm thinking, let me cut this because I know I want this towards the top of my cluster. What do I want for the base? You know, I think I'm going to stick with this for the base because the size of it is good. Now, it doesn't mean I can't cut these other pieces down. I certainly can. I kind of like that on that. And I was really hoping to get this on here. But if I put that on there, then I should have pink on top of that. It's about layering is really. So like, because my book is black and white with a pop of pink, I'm kind of liking that because there's a lot of black showing. I mean, I'm going to add more, a little bit of fiber and maybe some lace. Gosh, this is such a hard decision, right? It always is, right? Oh, I like that too. All right. So, and I have this little embroidered heart that I had purchased a while back, but I really like this black button on here. So I think I'm thinking that way. So if I had this, and this would be nice because this would stick up over the edge of my page, which is fine. And this I might tear down, right? Because I do want to see more of the pink underneath it. Now I have this, so I would just want to make sure I stick with the pink. So this is something I can add. And I also have this. I have no idea where the end of this is, but I do see pink. So, oh, here we go. Okay, so I could grab this piece as well. All right, so I have those. So I also have this pink lace, and I thought I would grab just a little piece of it. I mean, I can cut it down. I think I'll just cut it to this size. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm doing good. I'm like cheering myself on. Okay, so I like that. I feel like this needs to be slightly smaller. So I'm going to tear it. You know, and I don't let these little pieces of fabric go to waste. I have a little bin of like little pieces of fabric. Well, I have all kinds of bins with fabric. I call them my happy bins because, well, they all make me so happy. I just love like sifting through them. See, now I think that is pretty. Put that at an angle. This is gonna look so good in my journal. So this can actually just go here. Oh, I like it. I like it. Oh, I like it. Okay. Let's see. I could actually pull in both of these. And just, oh, that's cute. Isn't that cute? That's super cute. I like that. Oh my gosh, I like it a lot. So I think what I'm gonna do is just sew that button in there, and I think it's going to sew all the pieces together in one shot. I do. So I'm gonna just sew this on here. All right. Oh, I like all the frayed edges on there. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's perfect. Okay, so that is my cluster for today. I don't know, since I have this little heart out, maybe I will just do another little quick one off camera, but I'm thinking, yeah, I might as well. Like, look how cute that looks, right? So I think that is what I will do. but for the purposes of this video, and so that it's not too long, that's it, and I'm loving it. So I hope that you enjoyed the prompts for all the April weeks for stenciling. And Sheree and I, we will see you in May. And yeah, so we're looking forward to that. So thank you everybody for participating. Everybody watching, check out all the videos below. Go on over, say hi, give them a thumbs up, subscribe to their channels, and yeah, we'll see you in May. All right, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.